This right here is how I kick off the album. I don't really care.
Welcome back to Flows of the Heart, Lyrics of the Soul. Today we are talking about the artist Crypt. Many know him from his YouTube channel, which has over 1 million subscribers. He does reactions, raps, and releases his music. I have always known of Crypt. I watched a few of his videos, more his music than his reactions, and I always knew he had skills, but I never actually took the time to dive into his music library so far. 4 months ago, a new Crypt video popped up called Tales from the Crypt Part 2 official video, which immediately connected with me, as my dad and I used to watch the show all the time when I was growing up. Seeing the thumbnail highlighting Crypt's face surrounded by fire and appreciating the creative connective title, I wanted to hear the tale Crypt had to tell. So I clicked. This simple video of Crypt in darkness, highlighted by the firelight from the Zippo lighter, not really walking but moving back and forth slightly, lighting the torches, advancing forward on a slight zigzag, getting closer to the camera, leaving fires lit behind him as he moves forward, rapping the whole time, stripping himself down and showing his true feelings and emotions that fuel the music and the new album, Buried Alive, which this is the first song on. After watching this video, I added it to one of my YouTube music playlists, and playing that playlist, today, the song came on. I found myself seeing the video in my mind as the music played in my ears, and I found myself restarting the song at least 15 times. The combination of the video and the thoughts and the concepts rapped about immediately brought me to wanting to create this video, and now wanting to dive into Crypt's albums. Now, the meaning behind the video, I see two options. The first, I see a man in darkness with a fire inside, and as a metaphor on the intro of the album, Crypt is lighting fires everywhere in the rap game on the path he travels, whether he is trying to or not. Option two, which I think is the right meaning of the video, or maybe the one Crypt himself may approve of, is we see a man in darkness, but with a light inside. The light inside is his creative urge to rap and tell his story to whoever wants to listen. So as Crypt travels slowly through the darkness, he leaves torches lit. The torches lit are the certain people or fans who are affected by this light in different ways than others, and will carry the light of Crypt on, where at the end, when the Zippo snaps shut and Crypt is in darkness, there is still an army of torches representing his light and legacy.
This right here is how I kick off the album. I don't really care about the outcome. I just want to tell a couple stories and prove to everybody that I'm more than you think about me times 1,000. I spent the last year looking back on my accomplishments, ignoring all the compliments I don't ever really talk about. Cause the second that I do, one of you is gonna choose to ruin my mood and bring me down some. I can never get a glimpse of happiness cause every time it happens I just think about the accidents that might come. People on the internet remind me that I ain't shit and I agree with them, but I pretend that I doubt them. I remember backstage back in Omaha, Mac told me stop making rap records all about him, but it's hard because a part of me doesn't even want a part of this shit, but the other part was all of it. I'm in the middle like Malcolm.
The production in this song is great. I love at the beginning how Crypt raps his bars in between the doo-doo-doo. I love how he starts it with,
this right here is how I kick off the album. I don't really care about the outcome. I just want to tell a couple stories and prove to everybody that I'm more than you think about me times 1,000.
For me, he surely did what the lyrics said. He brought me right into his mindset writing this song, bringing his hurt and pain to the surface, revealing himself to the world.
How come every time I open my feed, there's so many comments full of positivity, but the second something's negative, it's inevitable that in my head all the positive has been outdone. If you dealt with the hatred I get on a day-to-day basis, I promise you wouldn't make it, so don't even try. The only person that should hate me is myself, and I do, but you, I've never even given you a reason why. And more times than not, I lay in bed and I sigh, thinking what it would be like if I were to die. That's the time you see me hop on the Instagram live and chat with you guys, running away from my mind. Somebody says some dumb shit to get under my skin, then I circle back around to where my night begins, and I'm trapped with my thoughts to bring my life to an end. I saw a therapist back in college and he didn't do shit.
We see Crypt in this video showing his feelings and emotions, showing us he is at war mostly with himself, to try and be the best version of Crypt he can. Through his music, he receives much praise, but is always brought back to feeling negative about himself.
Life is like ring around the rosy, spinning in circles, burning to ashes slowly. Writing my hurt down in a verse before it gets worse, and I have to book a fucking hearse to hold me. And these albums are where I let it all hang out and show my scars for all to play loud. My mom didn't even know I tried to kill myself until I put Tales from the Crypt out. I remember writing some of those tracks I couldn't even record in the studio with Joey crying like a baby boy.
We see these feelings he keeps to himself, evidenced by his mother learning of his suicide attempt through his song Tales from the Crypt, which is part 1 of this song. I love the way he flows the lyrics in this song, mixed with the backbeat and the doo-doo-doo. Everything is just flowed flawlessly.
The stars are real and all the stories are facts. So if you listen, you'll see I'm way more than fast raps. Why it affects me bad, and I get real mad when these people tell me that I only rap real fast. Alright, copy this, alright, copy that, alright. Sound like him, alright, sound like that, cause I pull it all out deep from inside, back from the depths of my dark black mind. Each track that I decide to write shaves off a couple good years of my life.
I love how he starts these lines. In my opinion, I love fast rap, and I find fast rap, when done right, to be on a higher level than what would be not considered fast rap. There's more poetry within the lyrics, metaphors, and all that good stuff. As well, there's added learning the lyrics and then trying to rap them yourself. It adds more layers of the discovery to the music. I love the copy this or copy that or sound like this or sound like that line. In my opinion, anyone who puts himself out there as an artist should be viewed as their own, appreciated for their art and not compared to other artists, the way we do, almost subconsciously.
I debated on dropping this or not, I can't lie, cause no matter what it's gonna be an uphill climb. Cause before you even click, you got a thought of what this is, and every time I do that thought, you're gonna box me in. I got the stigma of a fast white rapper, cause I'm white and I rap fast. But why can't I just rap how I like and you listen without labeling my craft? Cause I do rap fast, but I also rap slow. For Christ's sake, I've shown you part of my soul.
I love the message he puts forth in all these lyrics on how people judge instead of appreciating the music itself. Judging the artist, judging the music, judging the lyrics. None of that is needed. Music is for nothing but our appreciation, but by default, we have these thoughts. I tell you, when I seen this video, I had no thoughts of what this video and song would be, and was blown away by it to have Crypt stand out as a rapper that I will follow.
Not okay, night is September, the end. These are examples of my holes. These are the parts of my soul that I wrote and took from my dome and spoke so you can relate back home. These are the locks of my brain that I broke and dove into so you can know what I know. And this album is more of that. I've got so many stories that have been untapped, so sit back and listen and buckle up for the ride. It's the Tales from the Crypt on how I'm buried alive.
I love how Crypt ends the intro to the album, giving us a bit more of what the album will be about, the dark side of Crypt that died on the day that he tried to kill himself. The simple video is only topped by the production behind it, then topped by the lyrics expressing the feelings and emotions behind the song, and the concept surrounding the album. Let me know if there's any other must-hear Crypt songs like this, and I will do a breakdown for those videos also, or by any artist. Thank you for watching.